We are live. Welcome to Grounded, everybody. My Q&A live stream where we talk Tesla news, tech news if it's related, and I answer your questions live. We have a little discussion with everybody. Please give me some feedback on the audio. I always like to be sure everything's sounding good. Try to turn it up just a little bit for the podcast people. Today is February 25th, 2020. And I want to remind everybody, like I always do, that we are now podcastable. So if you can't finish the show or you watch it at a later date on YouTube, you can actually listen to the audio on any podcasting platform that you want. So yeah, it's really nice. I've listened in my car and it's pretty good. It's a little more convenient, to do that while you're driving or something. And when we're done here, I will add all my notes from the show into the description of the video. So if you want to read any of the links that I'm talking about, if you want to read more about the things I mention, those will be here after the live stream is done. I will edit that. So welcome again. It's been a pretty busy couple of weeks. Tesla has had a ton of news, and I definitely don't think I'm going to touch on everything, but I did take a lot of notes over the couple weeks. I do this every 2 weeks if you're new here. And I go for about an hour. Sometimes if there's a lot of questions, we'll go over. But yeah, every 2 weeks I feel is pretty good. It's kind of what I can fit into my schedule. And we got a lot of news to cover. Some of it will then be old by the time we get here, but still interesting. So let's start with this one about Tesla disabling the salvage supercharging on salvage vehicles. This was kind of a hot topic, I think, especially because it followed in the wake of them kind of taking that guy's full self-driving software away, which they did end up giving it back. It was a mistake, and Tesla wasn't taking it away. I talked about it last time. Listen to the last podcast, episode 7, if you want to hear more about that. But that was a non-issue for sure. This one, depending on your thoughts and who you are, if you want to buy a salvage car, this may be a pretty big deal for you, because if you're not familiar, a salvaged car is something that just had a ton of damage to it monetarily. It just means it was very expensive to repair, and it's not, I don't know all the details exactly, but thank you for subscribing, Phil. It's not kind of up to spec anymore, and Tesla takes this pretty seriously, I think, because of the batteries and things are a little dangerous. If there's been any damage to the battery that hasn't been properly repaired, and you plug it in and you're charging it or even just driving it around, you could have a problem. So they took supercharging away, and people are saying this isn't fair. I'm kind of on Tesla's side on this one, mostly because I wouldn't want to mess, with a car that I wasn't sure if it was safe. Hey, welcome, Nick. I'm glad you made it. And Tai, hello. Darian, Pranav, thank you for telling me the audio's good. And so I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted on this one. I think that they made the right move by taking the supercharging away. They should allow you to bring it in and get it certified. They used to do that, but I think they've now taken that away. So yeah, it just kind of depends on what side of the fence you're on that one. There's a new upgrade for the SR Plus, the standard range. You can buy rear heated seats. And so, Thomas, $3 via Patreon. Thank you. I didn't even know that was a thing. Wait, that message is weird. Okay, I don't know what that message was, to be honest. But thanks if you did that. So if you didn't know, the rear seats in the Standard Range Plus Model 3 are disabled by software. So all the hardware is there to warm the seats, but Tesla took it away via software. And now they added to the upgrade section of the app, like the speed boost of before. For the all-wheel drive, you can pay $300 and get your rear-heated seats. So that's pretty cool. I would probably not buy that. I mean, I have them because I have the all-wheel drive. But I've never have anyone in my back seats. And the few times I have had people in my back seats, whenever I say, do you want the heated seats on, they say no, first of all. So then I started just turning them on to the one setting just so that they could have them. And then every time, the people back there go, wow, are these seats heated? That's so cool. And I was like, yeah, isn't that nice? They go, yeah, but it's a little too warm. Can you turn them off? So I was like, okay, well then, that would make me not buy the upgrade. Thank you, Franklin C, for sending a Canadian poop my way. That's very nice of you. A sticker. So yeah. Okay. Next piece of news, the S and the X range has increased to 390 miles for the X and 351 miles for the Model X. And I guess that these ranges were kind of there. They just didn't go through, Tesla didn't go through the recertification process. And so now they've done that, and they had to change the name to Long Range Plus, I guess, again, just because the rules stated that they had to have a different name for the recertified car. And so there's nothing, well, I don't know. This is all still kind of up for debate, but Pro Race, thank you so much. He says he loves my videos and sent me $2. It's very nice of you. So there's debate whether there have been changes with the S and the X to allow this increased range. And because Elon responded, somebody was asking, is this like a different hardware? Is it just software unlocking? Is it just the display is changed and nothing's really different? And he said there's been changes over time to kind of get to this number. And so I don't know. I'm not sure exactly if there's been a bunch of changes, but that if you buy one now, that's what you'll get. Is 390 miles on the Model S, which is pretty amazing. Gigafactory Berlin had a delay. They were being sued by some, group talking about, wow, you guys are so nice tonight. Rainy. Talk about how stupid it's so... What? Talk about how stupid it is to sue Tesla over user error. Oh, we will talk about that. Don't you worry. You went over the character limit. That's funny. He had... For people who aren't watching, he ran out of spaces, so all his words were stuck together. It was hard to read. So we'll get there. Gigafactory Berlin was delayed. They were being sued for something about the trees. But then immediately a judge, I think within a day or 2 days, a judge threw that out and they were able to continue. The reason it was pretty interesting, though, when the news came out is I read something about in Germany or in Berlin or in that area anyway, the trees have to be cut down. Like they can't be cut down after February for some reason, and so it would have delayed Tesla a long time if that would have if that wouldn't have got thrown out. So it was good that that judge did that. A headline you would have seen a lot probably the past week or so: Tesla is years ahead of the competition. I guess somebody from one of the other auto manufacturers, Audi or something, I don't remember exactly, I can open this up and double check, was taking this car apart, and they were anonymous, and they were mostly referring to the full self-driving computer, and they said that Tesla is 6 years ahead or something like that, and 5 to 6 years ahead. And wow, Pro Race, thank you so much, that's very nice of you. I also love Tesla. 5 to 6 years ahead on the self-driving chip, and they said we will never catch up. That's what it said. We can't catch up. So that's pretty interesting that the rivals are so kind of enamored by Tesla's hardware and stuff. These guys have been making. Now the thing is, they've been making cars for a long time. They haven't been making computer chips, and so that's where they're saying Tesla is ahead. So I guess I'm not too surprised by that. There was a Porsche Taycan fire in a garage, and it was in Florida. Fires happen. I wouldn't make too big of a deal out of this, but it is notable because the car's new and it's just getting into people's homes and things. And it was one out of how they sold, I don't know, 50 of them or something. So it was like 1 out of 50. And it's still under investigation from what I understand. So it's just kind of interesting to keep an eye on those stories. And there were so many people, oh my gosh, like immediately it came out that people were speculating it was a Porsche. It wasn't confirmed. And then people were like, oh my gosh, you Tesla fanboys are just wanting a Porsche fire. But then it was a Porsche, and I don't know. It just people get so crazy over this stuff. But pretty interesting that happened so soon after it just was released. And then there were some rumors, this one's from Tasmanian, of 110 kilowatt hour Model S and Smart Summon race. You're asking for a Smart Summon race. Maybe one day. That would be fun. I need my buddy with Smart Summon to race me. And so this came from Jason Hughes on Twitter. His tag is @WK057. And he was looking into the BMS firmware. And he found some notes in there that pretty much hints that 110 kilowatt hour Model S is coming. Now, in the past, Elon has said they're not going to go above 100 kilowatt hours, but he says a lot of things, and, things change over time, right? It's been however many years since he said that. Maybe now they just want to go over, and that would give a lot of range. I mean, well over 400 miles, because they're at 390 miles now with if they haven't changed anything with their 100 kilowatt hour pack. So that would be huge. And you know what I'm really looking forward to? I believe, and this is pure speculation, that they can get more range out of the Model 3, either by adding more batteries, if they can fit them, by a pack redesign, or there's something else they're holding back there. And they can't, there was a little bit of time where the Model 3 was close to the Model S in range, even though it was so much cheaper, and more than the Model X. And it's like way cheaper than that, but it's not an SUV. Well, now the S and the X are finally kind of leaving the 3 behind in terms of range. And so if the S and the X get high enough, so they're far away from the 3, they can then increase the 3's range. And man, a 400-mile Model 3, that's the dream. I don't need that range. I've had my car a year now, and range has never once been an issue in that year in 30,000 miles, but more never hurt. This Cybertruck toy, this is so random. So Mattel is coming out with a remote-controlled Cybertruck. They're doing a 1/10 scale and then a 1/64 scale or something small. The 1/10 scale is $400, and it's like a hobby grade, thing. Actually, nobody really knows the specs of it, but people are into things. There's always a group of people that are like so into whatever, and so there's a group of people that are like so into these RC cars, and this is like a hobby grade thing everybody is expecting, but nobody knows the specs of it, and it sold out in less than 5 hours. A $400 remote controlled toy. Thank you, Franklin. Yeah, you see I did a little reorganizing here. Got my phones, and I got a Nintendo SP chilling back there. And so, yeah, Mattel sells out its $400 Cybertruck toy in less than 5 hours. And then there's the $20 one, which I ordered. Why not? You just put in a reservation. They're not being shipped till December. So, a couple more things here, and then you can start probably asking your questions. I see you guys are asking some. I will try to get back and find all those. But if we get started and I don't answer your question, just ask again. So prismatic batteries are coming to the standard range made in China Model 3. So this was broken by Reuters, I think, is who first had it. I'm not exactly sure. But then Sean Mitchell from All Things EV, he had some pretty good videos, and he mentioned he like replied to the tweet or whatever and was like, yeah, right, there's no way that's happening. And then it is happening. He actually, I guess he knows some people, which is pretty interesting. And he, yeah, Nathan, Nintendo SP, it's sitting back behind me. And he found out this is pretty much confirmed. And if you're not aware, a prismatic battery cell is just a different shape of the cells. So right now they're cylindrical, looks like kind of like a AA battery, just a different size. And a prismatic, I was looking them up, I figured they would be triangles. I don't know, because prism, but they're not. They're kind of like rectangles. And so that's pretty interesting. They're cheaper, I guess, and they're only going to be the standard range, made in China Model 3, and so they'll save some money there. And another big part of that is, and I don't know too much about all this stuff, but they don't have cobalt in them. So batteries have a certain chemistry, whatever. You can learn more about that from people smarter than me. And Elon has said that cobalt eventually will not be in the batteries anymore. And part of that is because cobalt is expensive. And I think there's some kind of shortage, or there's not a whole lot of it. And where it comes from is like, not very nice situations. Like you have people mining that are not being treated very well. And so to get rid of that cobalt would be great, because then you get rid of those kind of nasty parts of the battery. So this will be the first Tesla battery that doesn't have cobalt, and hopefully we'll see that in other batteries, which can lower the price. Model Y delivery emails went out, I think today. Was that today? And so this is, we kind of expected. Tesla said they're coming in March, but they're really like on the ball here. They're coming out early. They're not delaying it. And people got their emails that are like, when are you available? Tell us the days you can pick up your car. And it's performance Model Ys only, starting with that. And it's between the 15th and the end of March. So that's pretty cool. It makes me like want to order a Model Y now. Would not be ordering performance, but yeah, I may have a video coming about that. Most likely I'm not. I'm just going to stick with the 3. I'm not going to do that. Man, some of these YouTube channels, these guys are like switching Teslas like every few months. How the heck? They must have really nice jobs. Like Derek, the YouTube channel Derek, what are they on, like their 3rd Model 3 or something? And they like ship it to Japan and do all this crazy stuff. So I don't know how they do it, but I definitely can't be doing that. I mean, unless YouTube keeps growing, but yeah, right. It's like a pipe dream. Oh geez, guys, these guys are arguing about who is the better mod. Keep it civil. And then the last thing I have here, now this one I just saw today, and I haven't seen anyone talking about this, so if somebody makes an article about it, freaking, you better tag me. High voltage battery replacements for the Model 3. So let me open this document I have. Oh, sorry, you're going to see the colors change a little bit as I click things on my screen. There was a service bulletin that somebody got their hands on, which these are not exactly public. They're also not exactly private. And this is talking about replacing the high voltage battery on the Model 3. And it says, and this is going to make some people happy, it says, condition. On some Model 3 vehicles with long-range high-voltage battery, a few cell interconnects within the high-voltage battery are missing. This condition might result in a reduction of vehicle driving range. Correction. Upon customer complaint of reduced range, if the symptom is present, replace the high-voltage battery. So that's pretty big news, if I'm understanding this correctly. And it affects Model 3 vehicles built between August 24th, 2018 and September 10th, 2018. My vehicle is in that range. My vehicle was built in October. August. Oh, no, it's not. My vehicle is October. So it's not in that range. So it's just a very small amount of vehicles. But if your vehicle is in that range, and you're seeing, some people are complaining about, their range reducing. You're seeing your range go down. You might be getting a battery. So we'll see. We'll see how that develops. But I can't show you the document. I was gonna, you know what? Here, let me do it. I will show it to you. This will take me just a second. I don't like to do this stuff live because then you're just sitting there while I'm working on something. But we will do it. This will only take me a second to do. So let me add this in here. So I just feel like I need to keep talking. So here we go. I'm gonna add it here. And we're going to browse, and it's going to be this. Oh, no, I can't. I can't show it to you. I'm sorry. Actually, no, I can't. It's not going to work. Here, I can do this. I'm doing it. I'm going to show you the document. I swear. I have to make, it's a PDF, and I need to make a picture out of it. To downloads. It'll be good. Save. Okay, now I can show it to you. Here it comes. Browse. Downloads. Nope, what the heck? Alright, I give up. I can't show it to you. I'm sorry. Oh, because it's the wrong... I clicked the wrong thing. This one. Here it is. Alright, here it comes. 3, 2, 1... Live. Oh, it's tiny. Let's make it bigger so you can actually see it. So here it is. This is the document. If you're not watching, I pretty much read it to you, so you don't really need to see it. But yeah, that's it. Okay. So I just need to kind of delay while you guys look at it for a second. Yeah, no, it's, yeah, that would be bad. Nope, I'm just directly showing you the document. I'm not showing you my desktop or anything. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this. So you already saw that for a while. Get rid of that. And we will continue. So that's really all I have for news. And you can scale down Basecamp. So we can start answering questions. Oh, I see Mother Frunker is here. Hello. Welcome. Pharaoh. Do you use OBS? Yeah, this is Streamlabs, but yeah. Yep, I use OBS. So there were some questions about... Somebody asked, why do you have 3 phones? Those are old phones that I have laying around. They're mostly broken. One is the Samsung Galaxy S4, I think, and then the Nexus 6, which is like one of my favorite phones of all time, and then the Xperia Z1, I think. Really old. Okay. I'm just trying to find your questions. I'm catching up. So whatever you guys want, it's now time to ask, because I'm going to have a hard time finding the questions because there's just so much chat going on. Okay. Oh, yeah. Rye is talking about Derek's solar and Powerwall setup. I am very jealous of that as well. They have solar covered. They have, like, what, 3 Powerwalls or something? I know at least one of their Powerwalls they got through their referral program. They might have got more than that. Referral program now is not that nice, but that's all right. I did look into solar, but it's too expensive. Okay, so I showed you the document. Someone at your high school got a Model 3? That's insane. How do I donate to the mods? Okay, so... Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to catch up here. Okay, we'll go with this one. Are you getting the Model Y? From Darian. So I kind of mentioned this. I would love the Model Y. It would fit in really well for us with, baby and everything. Not that that's a necessity, but getting her in and out of my car is kind of a pain in the butt. There's nothing wrong with it, and of course she fits in there and everything, but you have to really kind of squeeze her in there, and you're bending over, and, first world problems. But Model Y would be sweet. It's really expensive. Like, I can't just be buying a new car every year to try to keep up. It's like Teslas are going to turn into cell phones. You're going to be buying new cars all the time. So probably not, but I am looking into trading the 3 just to see what I would get for it. Some Tesla's prices kind of go up and down on what they offer. They are known for lowballing, but sometimes they'll give you a pretty decent trade-in offer. And so if the trade-in offer was good enough, especially since I got my car, if you consider the tax credit, and I got it inventory, so it had a discount, it may be worth doing. And with the YouTube channel, of course, but I think my views will be similar. I don't think, of course there'd be an initial spike from the Model Y just from interest, but I don't think overall it would change the channel all that much. Now Cybertruck, that's what I want to end up with. That's the other reason I'm not so convinced on getting the Y, because I really do want the Cybertruck, and I'd rather just wait and get that next year if that's when it comes out. So yeah. Nick having 2 Galaxy Folds. Did you guys see that Escobar phone? I kind of want to order it. I need to do a video with Ben. Ben was in Dislike Guys here. Ben was in a video. He was in the wheel video. It was cool to meet a subscriber. A mod. It's cool to meet, whenever I can meet you guys, it's really cool. If you ever see me, say hi. People have seen me and not said hi. They're here. So, yeah. Are you having software update withdrawals? Dan. Yeah, so there hasn't been a software update in a long time. So I've gotten 1 in 2020. There have been 2. I'm on 2020.4.1, I think. There is a 2020.4.10 floating around. But not many people are getting it. So I don't know what's going on with Tesla. I have all these conspiracy theories that they're just want full self-driving out, and Elon's like, you're not releasing anything. We need full self-driving to be released. So that's what you have to get done before we release anything else, which, I don't know. The other thing is it could coincide with Model Y. Maybe they're waiting for the Model Y to come out, and then they'll release, I don't know, full self-driving with the Y. Who knows? It's I have a lot of theories like that, which don't really mean anything. So we'll see. I don't know. It's very strange. That's for sure. It's very strange. Cameron, is your wife planning to get the Model Y? She is obsessed with the Model Y. So we had that Model X for a bit, and she loved that. She really loved the Model X, but that's way too expensive. We can't afford a Model X, and so she was kind of like, yeah, okay, I'll settle for a Y, and we can't afford to have both the 3 and the Y, so we'd have to trade my 3. So I don't know, because she has an Equinox right now, and it's on lease for another 2 years or something. So I would love, that would be an awesome setup, Model Y and Cybertruck. That's what I want, but probably not, at least not for another couple years. Will, what cars did you own before getting a Tesla, and did you test drive anything else? That's a great question. So before my Model 3, I had a Ford Focus. That's what I drove. And actually really liked that car. I never cared about cars. I never thought I'd spend much on cars. I was all about efficiency. I wanted the good gas mileage and cheap and reliable. And that car was that for me. So test driving, I didn't test drive anything else. But when I first kind of decided like I'm going to get a Model 3, you know, it's like almost $50,000. I wasn't going to randomly just buy this car without doing my research. So I did look into other cars that were similarly priced. Now, if you get another car that's the exact same price, of course, it's way more expensive when you add in gas. And as you get cheaper, you have to spend a lot less money to make it even when you factor the cost of gas. And so I ended up, there was nothing I really wanted. Actually, the only other car I considered was like a Silverado, a Chevy Silverado, a truck, believe it or not. But man, those are way cheaper. But when you factor in gas and like the amount I drive, it was just like insane. So there was really no competition, honestly. Yeah, not Fiesta. Haha. It was a Focus. Are you planning on actually getting the Cybertruck? Abin says. Abin, that is a great question because I really want it. That's the truth. I really want to end up owning it. So I am planning on getting it, yes. Will I actually get it? I can't answer that now because it's not another year. Who knows the financial situation and all those things. I'm trying to, save up so we have like a decent down payment for it and everything. So yeah, I do. I truly want it. The only thing is like, it is kind of goofy looking. Like I still think that it's weird looking and I don't care. I'm just not an aesthetics person. I really don't care all that much. But the attention you'll get, like driving this thing on the highway or anywhere, everyone's always going to be looking at it, at least for the first year. I mean, even now still, sometimes people are like staring at my car and there are Model 3s everywhere. And I don't, that is like just kind of annoying. And then like going to work in it, the only attention I wouldn't mind is like if people coming up and asking questions, like that's fun. But oh my gosh, going like just when people stare, I don't know, it's just kind of awkward. So I'm considering a Model Y and live in Canada. Can you discuss your experience with regen braking on icy roads? All right, Patich, that's a really good question. So a lot of people, when you talk about regen in the winter, they tell you to put the car on chill mode. And so it doesn't accelerate as fast and turn the regen down to low so that the regen isn't as strong. So really quick, if you're not familiar with winter driving, your enemy is drastic changes in speed. So either accelerating hard or slamming on the brakes is where you're going to lose control. So all of your movements need to be very gradual. You need to speed up really slowly. You need to slow down really slowly. And so that's why people make those suggestions. Well, I leave my regen on full all the time. I never, ever have an issue. And I think that's down to the car's traction control just being really, really good. And that's it. So I've never turned my regen down to low. I just leave it up all the time. Now, the other thing about that is in the winter when it's cold, you don't get much regen. Even today was 37 Fahrenheit, which, sorry, I don't know what that is in Celsius. Let me just do it for you. 37F in C is 19.5 Celsius. Today, that was the temperature. I drove home from work. Top speed of 78 miles an hour, driving for 40 minutes. I didn't have full regen. So it takes forever for that stuff to warm up and you to get your regen back. But I always leave it on. Snow, it doesn't matter. I've tested it like on my dirt roads and stuff. It doesn't matter at all. Ditch the Equinox. I would, but it's a lease and we're way under miles because neither of us want to drive it. Yeah, the Escobar Fold is a Galaxy Fold, but it's $400. So that's why I want it. How can I convince my wife to drive the Model 3? She doesn't trust it and I really don't want to trade for the Cybertruck. You own it? And she doesn't trust it? I don't know. Show her some of the videos of my wife, Stephanie, driving it. I have a playlist called Wife Takes the Tesla. And we did that because of the same thing. Stephanie, even for the test drive, she didn't want to do it. But I was like, please, it's just a car. Drive it. And she was like, okay, fine. And then she ended up really liking it. So I would say you just got to do it in a spot where she'll be comfortable. Go somewhere slow. And tell her it's just a car. I mean, it's a cool car. It's the best car ever. But, at the end of the day, it's just a car. That's it. And she'll end up loving it. Now, the thing is, she's always going to want to take it. So, yeah. Yeah, Travis G, you should still regret not saying hi. I like my used 2016 Corolla. Yeah, that's good. Save for Cybertruck tri-motor. Yeah, I have the dual motor reserved because the tri-motors think it's going to be too expensive, but I would like that. I'm in Texas. Can't wait to see you drive a Cybertruck around. I know. Rambo Radio. Can't wait to see you drive a Cybertruck around. It's just so goofy. It's so goofy. I don't care that much, but I do at the same time. I like to be subtle. I like to not draw attention to myself. Yep, Franklin C is saying that Patich won't have regen most of the time. Totally true. Yep. Lack of miles on the car. Thomas Hudson. Sorry, Thomas, I don't... Oh, okay. Yeah. Nick, of course, autopilot. Maybe a used Model X. Used Model X is a good... I have a hard time with that because of repairs. I'm kind of scared of repairs and stuff, and they will be expensive. But it's an option. I mean, it's a good option for you. I like the Falcon Wing doors a lot. I think they're awesome. Does Tesla give good trade-in values? Joe, usually they do not. Usually their trade-in values are awful. But you can go to CarMax, I think is the one, and you can get a trade-in quote, and they'll match that. And usually that's what people do. But the other thing about Tesla's trade-in quotes is they go up and down a lot. So you have to check them. What's good gas mileage? Can't relate. Good gas mileage on my Ford Focus was like I'd get 38 to 40 miles per gallon in the summer, and in the winter I'd get like 34, maybe a little less than that. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm saying gas cars do lose range in the winter as well. But you don't really talk about gas cars in terms of range. Yeah, CarMax is who they match. Ben has a big truck. Didn't one of your fans pay for your $100 deposit? Yes, he did. That was during the Cybertruck event. I was like saying like, yeah, I don't know if I want to reserve it. Maybe if you guys go crazy with the super chats. And he just sent like, he had already sent I think 30, and then he just sent the rest of the 70. What is his name? I'm really bad with names. I can't remember. Tim? I think his name's Tim. I haven't seen him around. I don't know where he is. He was. You guys come and go. It's sad. I get to know you, and then you just friggin' disappear off the face of the earth. So try not to do that. Which Cybertruck version would you get? So I want the tri-motor because I don't care about the acceleration, but I want that 500 miles. That blows me away. But dual motor is what's reserved due to money. It's the same price as my Model 3, and it blows me away. It's the same price as my Model 3. I think it's it's the same price. And it does same range, 6 full seats for adults. I mean, I know you got the one in the middle, but it's a full seat still. You get a bed. You get, oh my gosh, you get the stainless steel, no paint that you have to worry about. It doesn't dent. I mean, it's crazy. I'm excited for Sentry cam footage of people keying Cybertrucks and breaking their keys. Yeah, that's so funny. Rainy, I stare at Teslas not because I think they're weird, because they're so rare in my area. I know, Rainy, and I get that's why people stare at them. There's someone in there, and they're like, why are you staring at me? Okay, bye, Travis. Chris, I'm moving into a condo with a garage. Finally, I can charge my Tesla. Nice, Morez. That is awesome. Yeah, that would be hard to not have a garage. I really would not like that. Have you ever camped out in your Tesla? Oh my gosh, Will, that's so funny. So we had a pretty big snowstorm, I don't know, a few weeks ago or something. I forget when it was. And I was going to do it. It was overnight. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go sleep in the car, make a video out of this, and get all the snow and see how it does with camp mode. And I did it for maybe an hour. And honestly, I just couldn't sleep. I was so kind of worked up just from, filming the video and talking and thinking about it and all that. And I had stuff to do the next day. And Stephanie works in the mornings. She teaches English online. And so I had to take care of the baby in the morning. And so I couldn't afford to be up all night. And so after all was said and done, I ended up getting to bed at 1 a.m., which for me is a little late, but not that bad. But I have all this footage from that, and I've been trying to think of how to turn that into a video, but yeah, I haven't done it. Alex wants you guys to like the video. If you want to do that, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know if it helps with YouTube. Maybe. It might. So where did you get 19, Chris? For what? I typed 67. I'm sorry. Earlier when I said, okay, 37F, yeah, I should have known, is 2.7 Celsius. Sorry about that. I had a typo. I wasn't even. I was just reading the numbers. Didn't even think about it. Wife driving Tesla playlist. Yes, Ben sent that, so thank you. I don't like gas cars anymore. You know, it's really hard to go back. I can't see myself, unless for financial reasons, ever owning a gas car again. I just can't. It's strange. I never thought it would be that way, but it's pretty crazy. Hey, how are you, big fan? Oh, Havoc. Thank you. I'm doing well. Thanks. I usually say good. I don't know why I said well. The Cybertruck will be like the Hummer. I'm pretty interested in the Hummer thing. If any locals, Michigan people know somebody at GM that wants to talk to me, please. I'm trying to find some way to get an in with somebody. You know, that's what I need for the channel to really blow up. I need something exclusive. But I also, you know, if they can't, they can't. I understand. Okay, I got to catch up here. The Cybertruck. Oh, I read that. I pre-ordered my Tesla Cybertruck remote control. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I pre-ordered the $20 one. Do you think Tesla will build a Giga Texas? They already have people who build SpaceX parts. Also, is Texas planning to make selling Teslas legal just like Michigan? Pharaoh. Yeah, well, Elon tweeted that tweet, like, what do you think about Tesla or Gigafactory Texas? And, you know, yes or no. And, like, he's not going to tweet that if they're not already doing it. You know what I mean? Because obviously everyone's going to say yes. And then it's not like he's like, oh, based off this Twitter poll, you know, now we need to go build a factory. So, yeah, I think they're going to build it there. And then I think that will allow, hopefully Texas will then allow Tesla to sell their vehicles there, because then they're going to be employing thousands of people, creating jobs. So, yeah, the Michigan thing is still weird. It's like this weird workaround. I really don't even understand how it works. I understand how it works, but I don't understand how it's different than it was before. You still have to go out of state and do all that stuff. Ben Solin's latest video on Model X, he's not a fan. I didn't finish that one. I watched, I don't know, I watched the first 3 minutes or something, or 5 minutes, and he was going through the master plan, and I was like, this is not relevant. So honestly, it made me, I have it on my watch later. I'll watch it later. But yeah, after his 1 year with it, he's not a fan. That's not good. Craig, you think Tesla will change and allow us to purchase the 3 after lease? Craig, I kind of do. I kind of do think that they will. It's all just speculation, of course. But I don't know. I really think they're going to change their stance on that, because they may not want all those cars. But we'll see. Especially if full self-driving isn't done. Because the whole thing with them keeping the leases is they were like, then we're going to use them as robotaxis. So if robotaxi's not out, which, like, come on, I really don't think it's going to be out, then they won't want them. Glitch, what are y'all talking about? Well, you know, Tesla stuff or whatever. I don't care. Ooh, we should talk about coronavirus too if you guys want, because it's much different than last time that we talked about it. Havoc. My Dodge Ram gets 13 miles per gallon. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Sorry. Oh, I cannot say that name. Solanke, I'll say your last name. Took delivery of my Model 3 long range today. Congratulations. That is awesome. I wonder, are you in the U.S.? Because, I mean, there are some U.S. deliveries going on, but they're still really slow. They're going to ramp up now in the next couple weeks with the Model Y. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. They're going to do all these Model Y deliveries at the same time they do all their crazy Model 3 deliveries. That's going to be insane. Cameron, when you buy a Tesla, do you have to have a home to set up the car? Cameron, that's a good question. No, you don't have to. I personally believe you should have somewhere to charge it, preferably a garage, but you don't need a garage, but somewhere where every night when you get to wherever you live, you can plug it in. It just makes life a lot easier, and that's one of the biggest advantages of an electric vehicle, is that you wake up every morning with a full charge. And why long charging times don't really matter, in my opinion, because I never, unless I'm doing a road trip or something, I stop at a supercharger because I have a long day, which, like, never happens. I don't charge outside of home. Every day I wake up, my car's full, and I, you know, do what I'm doing. Having to go to a supercharger, I mean, 2 or 3 times a week would be terrible. I mean, even once a week, I guess it'd be okay. I kind of like supercharging, I think, because I never do it. But I think it would get old eventually after a few months, and you'd kind of regret it. But it's a sweet car, so I could see why people would do it. And the other thing, Cameron, one more thing to add to that. You will want Wi-Fi. You don't have to have it. You can use a mobile hotspot on your phone or something. But yeah, Yes, I reserved the dual motor Cybertruck too. Yeah, I think that's going to be the most popular one just because of the price. Oh yeah, Pharaoh, that's a good point. Cybertruck will have solar glass on its cover, which will be good. Yeah, Ben, tonight is another big storm. Yeah, I thought about it, but we'll see. No school tomorrow for some districts. Yeah, I think I'm going to take tomorrow off work. Okay. Ben, is there a way to know if to get rid of the dog's demon eyes in the footage? I don't know. I'm not an editor. That's so funny. That's just the light bouncing around in their eyeball. The light goes in there and bounces around and shoots back out. That's what you're seeing, but I don't know how to get rid of it. Tesla needs to add a heated steering wheel for the Model 3. God, yes, they do. I want a heated steering wheel so bad. Jesse, ordered my wife the Model Y, dual motor, very nice. Once she gets it, I'm going to sell my Model S and buy a new Model 3. I really like the cargo space in the S, so couldn't get the 3 until we get the Y. Yeah, that's a thing I think a lot of people are going to do. The 3 is still just such a good commuter car. It's going to use less energy overall than the Model Y. Now, current efficiency figures show that the Model Y is more efficient. But I think the Model 3 efficiency figures are just outdated and will be updated, but we'll see. I could be wrong. But there's no way that a bigger car on the same platform is more efficient. It's just not possible. I mean, maybe I'm wrong and stupid, but I don't think it's possible. So I think that for commuting, the Model Y is great too, don't get me wrong, but the 3 is the best. And then the Y is good for everything else. Man, road tripping in the Y would be so nice. Oh, I don't want to talk about the Y because I want it so bad. I don't have it reserved. I should just reserve it. Risk that $100. Giga Texas. Morez. I drove with my Tesla Model 3 from Troy to Chicago last week, and it was the best trip ever. Supercharging was so fun, and I loved the whole experience. Never, ever a gasoline car. You know, that's the thing. Once you do it, the idea of it is off-putting because even if I say, like, oh, charging's only 15 or 20 minutes, in your head, you're like, what the heck? I can put gas in my car in like 2 minutes. Like, that's crazy. But until you do it, you really don't get it. Or maybe watch my road trip video. Maybe that'll also help you. But I don't know. I love it. I would much rather spend an extra couple hours on a road trip in a Tesla, by far. Especially with autopilot and everything. You feel so much better. It's a lot safer, in my opinion. It's the way things are going. Do you think prices will drop for places like Australia? Glitch. That's a good question. Elon responded to somebody said, you know, prices in Australia are crazy. And he responded and he was like, wow, they are pretty high. That's it. Who knows? Will he do anything? I don't know. But it's on his mind, and he will if he can. But, you know, Australia, first of all, they got to ship the car to the other side of the planet. So that's expensive. Taxes in Australia are very expensive. And then your dollars are not, you know, worth as much. I know converted, it's still more expensive, but it's not like Tesla's just like, oh, let's make all these money off the Australians. There's a lot that goes into it. That giant mug of water. Yes. I need a lot of water. I really just want a Giga Michigan. Ben, it does make sense besides the unions. They really ruin it. I really truly believe if there weren't unions here, Elon would make a Giga Flint in a second, in a heartbeat. I think he would really want to do that. But you should make a video testing auto park, maybe in realistic scenarios. Pharaoh, I can do that. You know, the auto park and summon videos don't usually tend to do that well. I just uploaded a summon video this morning, and it's doing fine. I mean, not bad, not good, it's doing good. Yeah, it's not like exceptional. So I can do an auto park. It's interesting. I do use it sometimes, and overall, I don't have that big of a problem with it. It's just a little slow. Hello, Gideon. Right, coronavirus. Darian, you almost got me with that one. Pro Race, if you need anything, I work for Bugatti. That's pretty sweet. Oh, no, I lost my place. This is the worst. This stupid thing, like the chat, will just randomly scroll for me. Yo, Chris, where did you get that shirt? Oh, yes. DirtyTesla. And my hat. Get the merch if you like it. Because you're mod, you get like double points. There are points now. Guys, I don't know what the points are. I'm going to turn them off. Just kidding. I think they will, Tesla Living, I think they will allow people to buy the current Model 3 and only keep the ones with the million-mile powertrain. Yeah, that could be the million-mile battery. The powertrain's already I guess I don't know what powertrain means in a Tesla, but the motors are already rated for 1,000,000 miles. The battery will soon be rated for 1,000,000 miles. That's what I'm most excited for is April battery day. That's going to be it's going to be better. Well, it's going to be similar to Autonomy Day, I think. It's going to be really exciting. I hope if anybody's watching from Tesla, please invite me. Last time I was on, you said you were going to cop a Model 3 this year. When you getting it? Oh, you're talking to somebody else. I was like, I have a Model 3. They could have reduced the weight on the Model Y. Yes, you know what? That's a great point. They have the new, it's built differently than the Model 3. It's built like in just a big piece, a big chunk, and then a couple other pieces. So yeah, the weight could be significantly reduced. I guess I was just thinking aerodynamics wise. Someone donated 100 and if you donated 100, I would do it, but don't do that. I mean, you can if you want, but I'm not asking for it is what I'm saying. He's already made $14.75, so someone just needs to donate 85. My Tesla has made me a much calmer driver. Yes, that's a really good point. Now, actually, sometimes my commute home will take a little longer because I'm not dodging everybody. I just don't care. Solanke, I'm freaking out. I have no home charger. Version 3 Supercharger coming in 2 to 3 weeks in my town. We'll have to rely on public charging. Oh, it's not going to be fun. But you can do it. Maybe they have something near your work. You can charge up at lunch or at work. If China's not buying cars due to the coronavirus, can Teslas made there be exported? Or are they designed to be China only? Aussie, that's an interesting take. Those cars are designed, they're intended for Asia in general. I think they also go to Australia, so maybe that'll lower the price. And possibly Europe, but I think mostly they're just for Asia, the Asia region, and Australia. So, yeah. Oh, Nicholas Howard. Thank you, Nicholas. That's very nice of you. We're that much closer to a Model Y. So funny. Is your wife's car as dirty as yours? Yes, Will. I can never remember which social media platform. I think I put it on Instagram. I put a picture of her car, and I was like, if I made a channel called Dirty Equinox, would you be interested? Of course, everybody was like, no, please don't do that. Abin, with how often my family stops on road trips, even with just stopping for a 10-minute stop, we would never have to stop any extra for charging. That is if we had a Tesla. Abin, you are exactly right, and that is the conclusion I came to on my road trips. If you didn't see my road trip videos, very rarely do we wait for the car. And now when we do, we watch Netflix. But it's pretty much we plug in and go get some food, which that's I guess not a great habit, but whatever. We would stop and use the bathroom and stuff anyway, and we do the stuff we would do anyway. And we get back to the car, and it's pretty much always done or has been done for a while. Gideon, thank you so much for feeding the baby. I really appreciate that. No, take my money. You guys are hilarious. I'm low-key scared about the coronavirus. All right, let's pause here for a second and talk about it just for a minute. So last time when I talked about the coronavirus, I'm a biologist, if you care. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know everything, but I'm trying to keep up with all the news. It's changing constantly. Trying to keep up with all the news. So the big thing that happened today that put me on alert just a little bit more. What are you guys doing? Nick, thank you. Is the CDC, I forget a doctor, a woman, I don't remember her name, issued a statement pretty much saying, get prepared as if your life is going to be impacted by this virus in terms of we are not, Nicholas, these guys are sending little bits of money. They're sending money here and there, competing with each other, which is funny. So she said, prepare as if this virus is going to affect your daily life, as in schools, churches, universities, places of public gathering are going to be shut down. And we may advise that businesses look into having people work from home to avoid people having to go out unnecessarily. So doing telecommuting, meaning you work from home, basically work on your computer, to avoid the spread, and act as if this could happen for 3 or 4 weeks or something. I don't know if she gave a timeline. And, she wasn't saying coronavirus is here, this is happening. She was saying that part of what she was saying is like, it's not if, it's when at this point. And that kind of freaked me out a little bit. It is still an if, in my opinion, which my opinion doesn't matter at all compared to the experts, but just a little bit. Now, that being said, it doesn't mean this virus is going to come kill, everybody. It's not going to kill half the world's population. People are dying from it, and that's unacceptable and very sad, and we want to stop it. We don't want anybody. We don't want a single person dying from this. But unfortunately, you do need to look at these things in terms of statistics and what's happening. And currently, it's looking still like the mortality rate, the percentage of people that die is around 2%, which is a bit more than flu, I think, but less than some other diseases. And it looks like it's pretty much mostly, again, don't take any of this as fact. Double check everything I'm saying because things are changing constantly and I could be wrong. It's looking like it's mostly older people over the age of 70, which is, again, there's nothing that's not okay. It's not like, oh, they're dying. Who cares? That's just the facts right now. But it could mess up the economy by making people stay home, stopping productivity. It's already done that in China. You can see the U.S. economy going down, but that's just headline scares. That doesn't mean anything. It could end up meaning something, but for now it's BS. So that kind of freaked me out a little bit, and I think we are going to take some precautions. I think we're going to store up on some bottled water and food and stuff, because why not, right? If nothing happens, then good. That's what we want anyway, and we have some extra food and water. Like, who cares? But yeah, I'm a little more concerned now than I have been in the past. So that's my opinion on the whole thing. Yeah, that CDC thing kind of got me. What is going on? Kurt, thanks for all the help giving me advice on which products to get. Thank you, Kurt. I really appreciate it. You are very nice. We're at 42 according to my chat revenue, just so you guys know. Oh my gosh, you guys are going crazy. You're so nice. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, Tai, probably because the reason his car is dirty is because they live on a dirt road. Yes, that's why it's dirty. Power train is battery and motors. All right, Nick, thank you. That's a good thing to know. Gideon, I've heard mad rumors it's bio to take care of population. What do you think? Gideon, that is definitely not true. Gideon is saying that there's rumors that this virus was manufactured. There's one other thing I wanted to mention. That this virus is manufactured to kill people. And sure, technically or theoretically it could be true, but there's no possible way because, first of all, it's very easy to know if something is edited like that once anyone else gets a sample of the virus. And second of all, anybody smart enough to do that is smart enough to know you cannot control something like that. You just can't control it. And so nobody would do that. I mean, maybe like a crazy terrorist biology organization, which doesn't exist, but they would do it just to kill as many people as they could, but it's just not true. The one thing I did want to mention with the mortality rate, the 2%, China lies about everything, and we're going to find out real quick now that we got South Korea. I think cases are going to start exploding there. Could be wrong. And now that Italy's getting cases, we're going to find out real quick if China's been honest about the mortality rate and the all their stats they've been giving out. They are good for people with disabilities because they always start and never stop. Darian is talking about the Tesla. So true. Yeah, we should talk about Tesla in this Tesla live stream. Abin Cassing. The powertrain of a Tesla is its motors, the thing extending from the motors, and yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I'm just confused if battery is included in the powertrain definition. I guess it makes sense. We're at 52. Guys, I'm not encouraging this. Just for the record, I am not encouraging this. I'm just giving you updates. Pharaoh. I would like to see a Tesla Apple Watch. Would be useful and practical. A Tesla Apple Watch? Wouldn't that be a Tesla watch? Yeah, I wish Tesla would make a phone. I'd buy that. Does the UPS guy drive down the dirt road to your house? Will, yes. Everybody comes to my house. They don't mind. Brandon, think I'm a wait for Investor Day to order my Model 3 unless a used one pops up. Brandon, there's nothing wrong with waiting if you don't need a car. It'll obviously always be better in the future, if not the same. I would watch Dirty Equinox. Well, that's not going to happen. What am I going to be like? Oh, I had to drive my car again to work today. This is terrible. I don't know what I even talk about. Way Rumor. Rye. I thought I read... Let me read this first. Tracking stuff and all. Oh, that China tracks their cars. I'm sure China tracks everything. Yeah, he heard a rumor that China puts tracking stuff in all the cars. Yeah, they track everything. They do the facial recognition and the gait recognition. The gait is walking, so they know who everybody is at all times. It's pretty crazy. So, oh my gosh. You guys. Okay, I'm broke. I'm out. Gideon, don't make yourself broke over this. Who is this? I can't keep up. Jesse FK. You guys are insane. Thank you so much. We're at 67. You seriously about to make me reserve a Model Y? Oh my gosh, you guys are insane. That doesn't mean I'm buying it. You guys are crazy. I'll do it. I don't care. Yes, CDC did say it's if, but it's not if, but when. That is what the CDC said. Listen to them. That's where I get all my updates. Try not to. You can read whatever you want, but try not to read the blogs too much. You can go directly, all the blogs and everything you're seeing, all the writing and everything, go to the CDC. You can just go to their website. They have an update every single day, and they just put out a PDF, and you can just read exactly how many new cases there are, how many new deaths, how many people have recovered. You can get the straight facts, okay? Like, try not to give too many clicks to all the BS spreaders out there. Charity fights are every live streamer's daydream. Eben, it's cool. I really appreciate this. I would feel weird being like, yeah, guys, keep it up, keep donating. Like, yeah, right. I mean, I really appreciate it, and I love when people do it. It helps me and the channel, and I mean, not if I'm spending it on a Model Y, but the dual motor and performance Model 3 range were both increased to 322 miles. Yeah, they were Tesla living, but nobody ever actually saw that. My car doesn't say 322. Guys, there's 4 minutes left in the stream, just saying. It doesn't mean I'm going to cut it off exactly at 10:30, but I'd hate to get to 67 and you're all mad at me, but that may be how it goes. Joe Wininger, in China or all over the world? Sorry, I'm not sure what your question's referring to, Joe. You got to let me know. Give me a little more context, I'll answer you. Do you think it's fear-mongering, Ben? No, I don't. I don't think it's fear-mongering. I think some of the blogs and things will use it to their advantage to get clicks and stuff. I think the CDC is being very reasonable in their suggestions. Because, again, they didn't say, like, this is an emergency lockdown right now. They said, you should just be ready. And, like, you know what? That's true. Thank you, Nick. That's true of every... You know what? People should probably have emergency supplies in their house that allow them to stay in their house for 2 weeks anyway, at all times, right? We had, not to get too much off topic, but we're all just hanging out and talking, right? We had, it was near Michigan, but it mostly affected Illinois, an algae bloom in the Great Lakes. And this algae bloom, they release, when all this algae comes up, they release a toxic chemical or a toxic molecule, and I forget what the molecule is, but it makes the drinking water undrinkable. You can't drink your tap water because this molecule doesn't get filtered out, and you can't boil it because it doesn't evaporate. It doesn't denature. Denature means fall apart. It doesn't fall apart when it's boiled. It just concentrates it in the water. So store shelves for hundreds of miles outside of this area that was affected had no water. I mean, even near me, it was like hours away from where I live. You went to the store, there wasn't water anywhere. You couldn't buy bottled water because people were either buying it to bring down there to donate, or some people were being idiots and trying to resell it, which is totally illegal, by the way, and you'll get beat up by a mob if you try to do that, I hope. But if people didn't have water, like, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? So, like, you should have some stuff in the basement anyway. Do you eat red meat? I don't much. I do. I eat almost whatever. Games with curry. It can spread over water too, so it's going to be spreading faster. I don't know exactly what you're referring to. I don't know anything about that. I thought the mortality rate was way higher, like 50%. Gideon, if the mortality rate was 50%, the world would kind of be over. Like, no joke. That would be like the end of the world. No, the mortality rate is 2% approximately, as of me reading it earlier today. We're at $71. So when's the recession happening in the U.S.? Might be happening now. Who knows? Don't forget to install a fallout shelter for when the Russians finally attack. I would love a fallout shelter. You bought your way to him, LOL. Nick. Oh, I'm almost caught up. All right, I'm going to speed up. Are you serious? Nick just put me over the... We're at $102, guys. I'm reserving a Model Y live on stream. Oh, I'm not going to... I don't have my wallet on me. Oh my gosh. All right, let me open it up. I'm not going to show it to you. I'll show you my... I can't believe you guys are insane. I'll show you my reservation after I do it. But I'm doing it live, so don't leave. It's happening right now. I'm going to try to catch up on the chat really quick. Flu mortality rates range from 0.1 to 20% depending on the strain. Yeah, flu's a tricky one. Thanks for clearing that up. You're welcome, Gideon. But the mods are... Oh my gosh, I gotta catch up so I can see you guys freaking out. When it comes to warranty definitions, the Tesla powertrain is battery and motors. Oh, thank you, Nicholas. That's a good way to look at it. I didn't know that. Don't buy the Tesla phone used. You might have the camera app remotely uninstalled. Rainy, don't get me started. You guys are so... What the heck? That did not just happen. I think it's Chris's whole neighborhood is dirt roads. Yeah, a lot of dirt roads. 35 You guys are insane. It would be nice to see Tesla add Apple CarPlay. I'm just trying to catch up on the chat and then I'll reserve it. Someone donate quick. I prefer Waze. Tesla needs... Who is that? Tesla Living. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Tesla Living just sent $50. You fed the baby. You know what? No joke. That $50 barely buys one thing of formula. I'm not even... That's why I make that joke. Because formula is like the most expensive thing. It's like a whole new bill. And we got to buy it like constantly. You're going to talk about the Apple engineer crash. I should have talked about that, Rainy. Maybe next time. Whoa, okay. Congrats, Chris. Thank you, guys. Stephanie, you're getting a Model Y. Okay, that doesn't... No. I said I'd reserve it. It doesn't mean I'm buying it. All right, I'm doing it right now. Let me sign in. I will be lost in the chat for a while, just so you know. I know live streamers, like especially when they get bigger, it's not like they know everything going on in the chat. Oh, thank you, Pro Race. You guys are you're just piling it on. Thank you. All right, if we make it to $50,000, I'll buy a Model Y. I promise. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have 3. I have my Model 3 in here and I have my Cybertruck in here. All right, Model Y. Let's reserve it right now, live on stream. Get Twitter in here, guys. Tell Twitter this is happening. Again, I'm not going to show you the reservation. That's my sump pump, if you're wondering. I'm not going to show you the reservation live on stream because I don't want to put any financial information out there. But I will... what am I saying? I will show you the end result. So I'm reserving it now. I'm on the purchase screen. I turned off include potential savings because I'm not going to include that. 315 miles of range. We're going to go to long range. That's what I'm getting. I'm just reserving the dual motor. Excuse me. I'm getting white. I don't want to pay for paint. And we can get the 19-inch Gemini wheels or 20-inch. You know what? Screw this. Let's show you this screen. Let me share the screen with you. Until I get to the payment, then I'll turn it off. This might take me just a second to add it, but you guys are here for the long haul now, so... Browser source. Add source. Add source. Ugh. I don't know how to do this. Yep, you guys are here for the long haul now, so you done goofed. If I can't get this in just a second, I will. Well, if you're on the podcast, sorry. You can probably stop now. I mean, I'll try to keep the audio entertaining, but you can probably be done. Oh, man. I'm trying to find how to add the... Sorry, I wasn't planning for this at all. So... I don't know how to do it. I'm sorry. Window capture. There it is. I knew... Come on. I knew I could do that. Wow, there's so many windows open. Let me close some of this stuff. This is confusing. Close all. Here we go, Model Y. Done. Why is it black? Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to make this fast. Oh my gosh. I don't know why it's black though. Maybe if I reload it. It's not working, guys. I'm sorry. I tried. Okay. I'm not going to do it. It won't work. I'm sorry. Ty, thank you for $1. What the heck? You guys are crazy. All right. Let's just do it. I will just narrate as I go because I can't edit. I'm just going to check the chat really quick. Pro Racer again. You guys are just too nice. All right. Live narrating. White Model Y. I just clicked that. I can do 20-inch induction wheels. Yeah, right. We need all the efficiency we can get, and I am cheap. 19-inch Gemini wheels it is. Next, Oh man, this guy who sent the Martian wheels. If you haven't seen that video, he's going to be mad if I get a Model Y because I'm going to not use his wheels. Maybe I'll send him back. Maybe he can send me some for the Model Y. Okay, so black interior for sure. White is cool, but I'm worried about the staining, and I've seen all the videos, but I have some friends with the Model Y, and they were not into that. Full self-driving, gotta select it. It's really expensive, $7,000. So that makes the purchase price right now, we're at $59,990. Come on, that's just stupidly insane. That's expensive. All right, but I selected it because if I trade my Model 3, I can't not have full self-driving. Okay, so I'm going to enter my details here. And hopefully, yes, my credit card is saved. And I don't have to go get it, so that's good. Let me make sure I didn't just show everybody my credit card on the stream. Just kidding. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys. Okay, so let me go over this page here. Contact me about solar. Yeah, I want solar from you, but you're not available in Michigan, so I'll check it. Let's see if they contact me about solar. One-time order fee of $100 due to complete your order. Your design can be modified after ordering. You can return your car for a full refund within 7 days or 1,000 miles, whichever comes first. By placing this order, you agree to allow Tesla to save your credit card to pay for future services. Yes. Summary. Model Y. So it's here. Let me do this. I can add this to the stream for you. Boop. We'll just get this going. No personal details there. Save as Y. And I'm going to add something for you guys to look at here. It's coming. Oh my gosh. What did I just do? Oh my gosh. That did not just happen. Am I still live? Please tell me I'm still live. I must. Yeah, I am. Sorry, I just X'd out of my entire thing. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Okay. I just X'd out of Chrome. Like, unbelievable. I better still be live. Okay. Okay, sorry. I'm kind of panicking right now because I thought I ended the whole stream. Okay. Let me add this in for you. Done. On. There it is. We'll add that in. No. You dumb thing. There you go. That's good enough. So that's what I'm ordering. It's there. No more dogs for you. Okay. You're still live. Yep. That's what I'm ordering. It's on the screen now. Sorry this is taking so long. But you guys are enjoying it, I hope. Okay. Due today. Oh, it got rid of all my info. That's okay. It's very easy to put back. Enter my little 3 digits. Should be right. Confirmed. All right, place order. I'm clicking the button. Oh, contact me about solar. Got to make sure that's checked. There's no solar in Michigan, but they can contact me. Place order due today. 100 non-refundable order fee. So that 100 going to Tesla. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. Your order is complete. RN. There's my RN. Some people hide these. I think if I give out my reservation number, your dogs look like deer. Yeah, they do. I think if you give out your reservation number, not that someone can steal your credit card or something, but I think that they can cancel your reservation. I think they can call Tesla and say, I want to cancel my reservation and just give that number. So that's why you hide it. But I got the little hedgehog guy. Haha, yes. Your order is complete. Let me just, I'm going to get a screenshot of that. And I'm going to draw over the RN. There we go. Save as. Boom. Let me tweet it. I'm going to tweet it out, and then I'm probably, and then I'm going to catch up with the chat is what I'm going to do because I'm way behind. Just ordered a Model Y live on stream. At Tesla. That's right. You got to get the ats in there. Get the mentions. Copy. Boom. There we go. It happened. All right. Thank you guys so much. You are all so nice. All right. Let me catch up with the chat so I can actually talk to you guys. So you're going to dox me with my VIN. You can't do that. VIN is public information. So just so you know, there's no reason for you to censor your VIN, everybody. Just so you know, anybody can walk up to your car at any time. Okay, it went dark. It didn't. No, it didn't go dark. Try doing a display capture. Ty, I don't want to do a display capture because I don't want to risk giving away personal information. Oh my gosh, you're giving out your referral, your Robinhood referral on here? Get out of here. Use my Robinhood referral. Use my camera. No, that's good enough. You guys can just look at that. Can you DM me your link? Pro Racer. What are you doing, Pro Racer? Calm it down. I really appreciate it, though. Thank you so much. Does Model Y have air suspension? No, it does not, but it may come eventually. Order that crap. It's ordered. I know. I'm catching up on chat right now. I'll go fast. If you showed us your private information, we would dislike the video so nobody would watch it. That is so generous of you. So did you guys dislike the wheel video when I gave out my freaking address? Nobody texted me, though. My phone number was on there. Nobody texted me, so you guys respected that. Thank you. I ordered it. It's ordered, guys. Look at my Twitter. Your dogs look like deer. Yes, they do. Facts. My is coming tomorrow. Yay! But the speed. Yeah, I can barely afford what I ordered. So, rip $100. I am advancing the transition to sustainable energy, one canceled reservation at a time. Just kidding. I'm not canceling it. Unless, the day comes, if they contact me and I'm not ready and they say we have to cancel it, then it would get canceled, but we'll see. I'm going to see what I can do. It would be great for YouTube to order this thing. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not. Part of why I started the channel and why I think it's nice is because I'm just some guy. You know what I mean? I don't have tons of money. I can't just buy whatever I want and be like, I took a bit of a gamble buying this Model 3. I spent a lot of money on it. It was in our budget, but it wasn't like the wisest purchase. A $50,000 car is never a wise decision, depending on how much you make and what you're buying. But I really wanted it, and I took a gamble with it, and so far it's paying off, and I love the car, and I don't have any problems with it. I'm working on my 1-year review. I've barely done anything for it. Those kind of videos are really difficult, and I get kind of self-conscious about them because they don't always get a lot of views, and then I'm like, I spent all this time on it, but I want to do it. Yeah, it's posted to Twitter. Bye, Abin. Sorry if you said you're probably already gone. I'm almost caught up with the chat here. Yep, there's the Twitter. I'm thinking about getting the Model Y because it's bigger. I would love the Model Y because it's bigger. William, I wish I could get the inductions on the Performance or something smaller. William, I know. That's the hard part. Andrew Zoo, did he actually buy it? I actually did. I posted my... Oh, here. Let me switch this over. You guys can look at it here. It'll just block more of the screen is all. There it is. That's my reservation. I actually did it. There's proof right there. I mean, I guess I could have just taken that from somebody, but I didn't, I promise. Y'all got money like that. He reserved it. Why not the 20-inch wheels? Because I want maximum efficiency from my car, and I don't want to pay for the wheels. Those are two reasons. Honestly, even if the wheels were free, I wouldn't pick them. I would not pick the 20s. I wouldn't. So is he going to cancel eventually? Andrew, I said that if people wanted to... I didn't even say that. Like, I just said, if we make it to 100, okay, my last stream, to give you context... Just to be honest with you guys, my last stream, I think I got like $4 or something. This is the highest stream, I think. Cybertruck might have been a little more than this. And right now we're at 162. I've made $162. But 100 of that went to the reservation. These live streams do not really make me any money. I make most of my money from just my videos, the ads on the videos. And then the sponsorships are starting to pick up, which you know what? If you guys I really appreciate that you guys still watch and don't mind. It is important for me to do those things, but, what the heck? Yeah, it's important for me to do those things. Thank you, Pro Racer, for the 100th time. And it helps the channel a lot. So I hope you can, understand that. So am I going to cancel eventually, to answer your question? I said that I would reserve it. I didn't say I would buy the car. I mean, that's ridiculous. I did say if we make 50,000 in super chats, I'll buy the car. But we may get it. We've been talking about trading for the Y, so it's possible. That's cool that you have the same mug, Mountain Dad. Is it really from Germany? That's what my uncle told me. It is non-refundable. Yep. Yeah, Nick, you did keep me from doxing myself. Thank you so much. Real question is, do you think you may keep your order? I may keep, it's possible that we will trade the 3 for the Y. It is possible. I'm just saying it might not happen. I really don't know. Kurt, what's up? Did you mention anything about pure Tesla drive? Oh, Kurt, I recently switched to a pure Tesla drive for my Sentry mode. If you guys know Pure Tesla, he's a YouTuber kind of. He doesn't really put up videos anymore. He's active on Twitter, and he has these drives that you come pre-formatted, so you just stick them in. And he wanted, to do me to do an affiliate link, and I told him, well, I'm not gonna just do an affiliate link when I never used it. So he sent it out, and I didn't expect much from it because it's just like an SD card. But man, I was insanely impressed with his packaging. And the thing that he sent, it's just so nice. It's so nice. It's solid. You literally take it out of the package, you plug it into your car, and Sentry mode is working. Like your Tesla cam is working. That's it. And it's a really nice experience for people that don't want to do that stuff. But to be fair, I am not just blasting that everywhere. Whenever someone asks about Sentry mode, I suggest that one. It is a great solution. But I also tell them Samsung T5 SSD is very popular. And you could just get any SD card you want. Tai, the algorithm doesn't differentiate likes and dislikes. It just sees them as activity. Yeah, I think that's true, Tai, but nobody knows for sure. Gideon, I accidentally leaked my phone number on Twitch. I get 2 spam calls a week. Oh, no. William, do you know if I replace the wheels to something smaller, does it instantly adjust the range estimates in the software? William, no, it does not. So this is such a good question. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be up so late. This is such a good question. No, automatically it will not. If you go into your settings, you can tell your car what wheels it has. So you can tell it if you have for Model 3, you can tell it if you have the arrows, the 19s, or the 20s. Now it will adjust your range, not the displayed battery one, but your predicted trip range. It will adjust that depending on what wheels you tell it. Now, if you get aftermarket wheels, you can't tell it. So what I've been thinking of doing, because now my wheels are less efficient, I think it's my tires are less efficient. I've been thinking of telling it I have the 19 so that it thinks I'm using, or it knows I'm using a little more energy, but it'll adjust it as you drive too, so it doesn't matter that much. Joe, YouTube revenue video. Yes, I will make a video about how much I make on YouTube eventually. I want to make one about my YouTube strategy, and I've talked about this for a long time. There are a few things that are very late, but coming eventually, is my geothermal review. I've been using my geothermal for over a year. I'd love to talk about that. And my 1-year Model 3 review, that's what I'm working on now, and I think it's going to be pretty late because I got my Model 3 on February 27th, so I have 2 days, and it's definitely not going to be out in 2 days. And then after my YouTube strategy thing, if there's enough interest, I will make a YouTube revenue video because I know people are interested in that. And I don't mind sharing. But it's hard because I don't want people to be like, oh my gosh, this guy's so rich. It's not like it's that much money. It's not like I could even come close to quitting my job, but I don't know. People just get weird when you talk about money. Are Model Y Gemini wheels similar to Model 3 18-inch Aero wheels? Can you remove the wheel cover? Yes, you can. And there are pictures of it. Yeah, there are pictures of it. When you see the Model Ys driving around that are all silver with the thin spokes and there's nothing in the middle, no center cap, that's the Aero cover removed. So we've seen it. Do y'all recommend day trading? Gideon, hell no. But it's fun. If you have money to gamble away, do it. William, I guess I'm just superficial now and want the wheels to look nice. Rip me with 21-inch rims in Jersey. Yeah, William, I don't blame you, dude. Like, I just got these Martian wheels, and I love them. So far they're worse for efficiency, but I really believe, Ben, oh my gosh. I really believe that it's just the tires. I think that efficiency is about equal for the wheels. When did you pick the induction wheels? The range doesn't decrease, but the price difference is a drawback. Matthew, that's true, but the range is worse. It's guaranteed that it's worse. Yeah, so Ben, talking about the sponsorship, If you guys do check out Raid, I do not care at all. You don't have to check it out. If you download the game, it doesn't pay me anything. That doesn't help me. I got paid, and I told you on the last stream, it was about $300. I got paid to tell you about it. That's it. But if you are, don't download it just because I'm saying this, but if you are interested in the game and you do download it, they may pay me more to do it again in the future. So if you don't want to see me talk about them, do not download it. Because I wouldn't probably do it for the same price, but if they increase it, maybe I will. Good timing, Tai. The clip of the streamer calling me. No, keep both. Keep both. Love my 3 performance, but hate 20-inch rims on Michigan roads. Bent 3 rims. Bob Analog, watch my video of those Martian wheels. I don't know if you're in the market, but they fit the performance, and they're 18. You can get 18s or 19s. Thank you, Pro Racer, for becoming a patron. That's really nice. This board is not updated. I have Stephanie add them. I didn't need her to add them. Sorry about your wheels. Yeah, that sucks. No, Chris is. I posted this link. Oh. Update on water resistance on your Model 3. Water resistance? Oh. From the Aquapel. I will do one, but so far it's still really good. How's it compared to the Roadie? I currently have the Samsung T5 SSD plugged in at the moment. I want to be able to Sentry footage on my phone. So, Ragavan, hopefully you're okay with me calling you that. It's your final name. I try to pick one I can pronounce. Compared to the Roadie, or compared to your Samsung T5, there's really no point in buying it or in switching. The only advantage is that it has USB-C on it, so I can easily stick it to my phone. If you have an iPhone, that obviously doesn't matter to you. The Roadie I don't really know much about, but I remember when I think I watched Tesla Raj's video. I know a few people did videos. I wasn't that interested in it. Get rid of the 21s when they either break one or... William, that is not... Well, yeah, I guess that's the way to go, and then you can sell them. People have removed the aero covers. There's no software option for that. I would love a Tesla meme review. Gideon, I've really thought about it, but I don't know. I don't try to be funny, but I sometimes things come out funny, which is good. But when I do these things, I just get in this kind of serious mode, and it's hard for me to lighten up. And I don't think it would be hard for me to do a meme review. It would be hard for me to just not take it all super seriously. Stop posting the raid link. I have to go. Bye. Thank you. I'm about done. Can you mod the arrows to fit the Martian wheels? Thomas, no, you cannot. But the center caps in the Martian wheels are the same size as the Tesla ones. And the Martian wheels are much lighter as well. They're like 4 pounds lighter, or maybe they're like 5 pounds lighter than the arrows each. So you're taking 20 pounds off your unsprung weight. It's big. Thank you, Rainy. Bye. I don't know if you're leaving. Tai. So you can't out the arrow caps. You cannot put the arrow. I just said that. You cannot put the arrow caps on the Martian wheels. By the way, do you accept my apology for accidentally spamming a month ago? Yes, Gideon, I do. I don't remember that. Are you going to get Starlink? Yeah, I am. I need it. I'm not Holy One. Don't say that. Mountain Dad. Not sure where Mug is from, but it's big like that one. I inherited it from my mom. Yeah, Mountain Dad. I guess. Here's the symbol for you. Hopefully you can... That focus is okay. My uncle gave this to me, and he said that he had an exchange student from Germany bring it over. Actually, this might not be the one. Yeah, this says Munich on it. He said an exchange student brought this from Germany. So I just love the fact that you were sponsored by them. It's hilarious. It is hilarious, Ben, and I was happy to do it. I don't care. I mean, it's a 1-minute ad, which is kind of long, but you guys can just skip it if you want. When I become a supporter, what do you get? Go check out Patreon. You'll see. We all saw it coming. Knew it. All right, guys. I'm going to call it there. Thank you so much for watching. I can't believe I just reserved a Model Y live. Thank you to everybody that donated. I really appreciate it. That's very nice of you guys to do that. You never need to do that. I love doing this. I love helping people. I love talking to you. But it does help me justify my time. It really does. But I get ads and stuff on the video. So thanks again. And... So we're expecting Martian wheels or T-Sport line to be available very soon for the Model Y. I don't know, William. They may fit, depending on if they're the same size as the Model 3. All right. Thank you so much, guys. This was a lot of fun. I'm going to end it here. And check out my latest video if you haven't seen it. Everybody here has seen my crap. I don't need to tell you that. Thanks a lot. Whatever. We'll end it here. And see you in 2 weeks for the next episode of Grounded. If you need anything, ask me on another video. Just comment somewhere and I'll get back to you. All right. Steph reaction video to you ordering it. Okay. I'll do a reaction video of Stephanie to me ordering it. Bye.